WWE Clash in Paris, 2025 match card and predictions. Kevin Owens addresses his health condition. Why Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan didn't attend. Vince McMahon's 80th birthday party. CM Punk caught having the time of his life with Jacob Fatu. Raja Jackson defends his son. Multiple WWE stars will not appear on TV after the company's decision. Triple H is making a massive mistake by pushing a top star. Let's dive right in. WWE Clash in Paris, 2025 match card and predictions. WWE Clash in Paris 2025, set for August 31st at the Paris La Défense Arena in Nanterre, France, is shaping up to be a thrilling premium live event with a stacked card, boosted by 3 new matches from this week's Raw. The show kicked off with Roman Reigns firing up the Birmingham crowd about his ongoing war with Seth Rollins and The Vision, only to be interrupted by Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed, confirming their clash at the PLE. Reed taunted Reigns, claiming to be a Samoan and refusing to return his stolen sneakers or acknowledge the OTC, sparking a wild brawl. Later, Becky Lynch's promo took shots at Nikki Bella, leading to a heated exchange and a brawl where Bella stood tall, setting up a women's Intercontinental Championship match. Sheamus and Rusev also fueled their rivalry with intense video packages, locking in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Here's the full match card and predictions for Clash in Paris. Number 1, Seth Rollins the champion versus LA Knight versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso. World Heavyweight Championship, Fatal 4-Way. Seth Rollins defends his World Heavyweight Championship against LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso in a high-stakes Fatal 4-Way. The Visionary, backed by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, has a clear edge, especially with his challengers at odds. On Raw, tensions flared as Knight and Punk clashed, with Uso caught in the middle, taking out both with super kicks after a shoving match. Rollins stole the title from Punk at SummerSlam 2025 with his Money in the Bank cash-in, and with his allies in his corner, he's likely to retain the gold in Paris. WWE won't strip the architect of the title in his first defense, especially after the buzz from his cash-in. Number 2, Becky Lynch the champion versus Nikki Bella, Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch, thriving as a heel champion, has already outshined the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, who's barred from challenging for the title as long as the man holds it. Nikki Bella, a 2-time Divas champion, stood tall over Lynch twice recently, but the build-up for their Clash in Paris match has been lukewarm. Lynch is poised to retain her title, as WWE seems to be protecting her dominant heel run, while Bella's momentum feels like a setup for the man to overcome. Number 3, John Cena versus Logan Paul. John Cena faces Logan Paul in his first match since losing the undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam 2025. On SmackDown, slammed Paul with an attitude adjustment after the Maverick mocked his WWE dedication, but Paul got the last laugh with a brutal backstage punch. Cena's farewell tour took a hit with an unexpected heel turn earlier this year, dimming his 2025 spotlight. To revive his momentum and set up a future clash with Brock Lesnar, WWE is likely to give Cena a big win over Paul, keeping the Nation leader strong as his retirement tour continues. Number 4, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. I'm the Samoan your father warned you about, Reed taunted Reigns, escalating their feud by refusing to return the OTC's stolen sneakers. Reigns, reeling from losses to Seth Rollins' faction and a pin by the Architect at WrestleMania 41, needs a win to rebuild his momentum. He and Jey Uso beat Reed and Braun Breaker in a tag match at SummerSlam, but a singles victory is crucial for the Tribal Chief heading into Survivor Series. WWE tends to protect its top stars, making Reigns the favorite to overpower Reed in Paris. Number 5, Sheamus versus Rusev. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus and Rusev, former League of Nations teammates, will settle their bitter rivalry in a no count-out, no disqualification, good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus has a win in this format against Pete Dunne, but Rusev's ruthless heel tactics have given him the edge so far. Since returning to WWE in April after his AEW stint, Rusev hasn't gained much traction. A victory over the Celtic Warrior could be the push the Bulgarian Brute needs to shine, making him the likely winner in this hard-hitting brawl. Kevin Owens addresses his health condition. WWE star Kevin Owens has been out of action due to a serious neck injury, keeping him off TV since the April 4th, 2025 episode of SmackDown. That night, he announced his leave of absence and pulled out of a planned WrestleMania 41 match against Randy Orton. The prizefighter underwent successful neck surgery on July 18th, but there's still no clear timeline for his return. Recently, Owens appeared at NASCAR's Coke Zero Sugar 400 race in Daytona, where fans noticed he looked slimmer. Addressing the chatter on X, he playfully shut down speculation about his weight loss. "Guys, stop panicking. I'm still fat. Everyone needs to calm down," Owens wrote. At the event, Owens spoke with Scotty Sprinkle about his recovery, sharing both optimism and uncertainty about his wrestling future. "I did get a neck fusion. It was very stressful going into it because we're not really sure how severe the fusion was going to be and how many levels and all that stuff. Thankfully, it ended up being only 1 level, which was the best case scenario. Surgery was successful, and my doctor says we have to see how the bones fuse, and there's no guarantee that it's going to work. It's how my body heals." Some guys were successful. Fingers crossed, I get to come back to wrestling in the next year, he said. Whether the prizefighter can return to the ring and pick up where he left off remains uncertain, but his determination keeps hope alive for a 2026 comeback. Why Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan didn't attend Vince McMahon's 80th birthday party. Vince McMahon marked his 80th birthday on August 24, 2025, but three key WWE figures, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Nick Khan, were noticeably absent from the celebration. The former WWE chairman, who stepped down from his role at TKO Group Holdings, has kept a low profile, but still connects with many wrestling stars, several of whom attended his milestone party. According to Fightful Select, Triple H, Stephanie, and Khan were overseas for WWE's ongoing tour, which likely explains their absence. The past year has seen heavy scrutiny on McMahon due to Janelle Grant's lawsuit against him, with many wrestling figures weighing in. John Cena's comments on the Howard Stern show last year stirred controversy among fans. I don't think it's complicated to talk about. It's complicated to listen to. That's why I don't necessarily put a lot of time and equity into it. There's still a long way to go. I can say this, I'm a big advocate of love and friendship and honesty and communication. In the same breath, I'm also a big advocate of accountability. If someone's behavior lies so far outside of your value system that the balance shifts of, I can't operate in a world where this works, that's the end result of being accountable. Right now, I'm gonna love the person I love, be their friend. I love you. You have a hill to climb, Cena said. His remarks didn't sit well with some, who felt he was too soft on McMahon. Meanwhile, speculation is growing that McMahon could make a surprise appearance during Cena's final WWE match or segment in December 2025, when the Cenation leader is set to retire and step away from the ring for good. Only time will tell if these rumors hold true. CM Punk caught having the time of his life with Jacob Fatu. CM Punk is gearing up for a massive fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash in Paris 2025, but he's been making the most of his time on WWE's Europe tour. The best in the world recently captured the title at SummerSlam 2025, defeating Gunther for his first WWE World Heavyweight Championship in nearly 12 years, only for Seth Rollins to steal it moments later with a Money in the Bank cash-in. Now, Punk is determined to reclaim the gold in Paris against Rollins, LA Knight, and Jey Uso. During the European tour, Punk has been a major draw alongside stars like Penta, Sami Zayn, and Jacob Fatu. He recently shared an Instagram post with Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, both grinning ear to ear while playing a card game, clearly enjoying a lighthearted moment. Day? Punk captioned the post. The WWE Universe is hyped for Punk's championship clash in Paris, eager to see if he can take back the title. At a recent live event in Manchester, Punk teamed with Penta and Zayn against the Judgment Day, but Roxanne Perez stole the spotlight by ambushing Punk with her Pop Rocks finisher. Perez posted the clip online, prompting a cheeky response from Punk's wife, AJ Lee, on X. My daughter has never done a single thing wrong in her entire life, Lee wrote. Her playful reaction has fans buzzing about whether these attacks on Punk could pave the way for AJ Lee's long-awaited WWE return as the Black Widow. For now, Punk's offering fun with Fatu shows he's keeping spirits high as he heads into the high-stakes battle at Clash in Paris. Raja Jackson defends his son. Raja Jackson, son of MMA legend Rampage Jackson, has been caught in a firestorm after a controversial moment at a KnockX Pro Wrestling event. Going off script, Raja unleashed a series of real punches on Syko Stu, reportedly in retaliation for being hit with a beer can earlier. The attack left Stu unresponsive, requiring hospitalization and sparking widespread backlash. In a recent live video, Rampage Jackson addressed the situation, making it clear his comments weren't directly tied to the incident, but offering insight into his son's struggles. This don't got nothing to do with what is going on, but all I'm going to say is my son has not been the same since his mom got murdered. He hasn't, and I know that. I've been trying to be there for him, make him laugh, and cheer him up. I'm not a psychiatrist, I don't know what the F to do. I know my kids. He has not been the same. With me, he has been distant from me. He wants to be more of a man, and more of this, Rampage said. Rampage revealed that Raja has been deeply affected by his mother's murder, admitting he's struggled to help his son cope despite his efforts. Meanwhile, an update on Syko Stu's condition came from his friend Douglas Mallow, who shared that the wrestler is recovering but still faces challenges. Syko Stu remembers mostly what happened during the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit. He's alert. He's still got some injuries that are very serious. Not like life-threatening serious, but facial injuries, stuff like that, Mallow said. Mallow expressed frustration with Raja's actions, emphasizing the severity of Stu's injuries. As Raja faces criticism and Syko Stu works toward recovery, the wrestling world waits to see what consequences or next steps will follow this shocking incident. Multiple WWE stars will not appear on TV after the company's decision. WWE's ongoing European tour, centered around the Clash in Paris 2025 premium live event, has come with a surprising decision that will keep several stars off TV screens in the coming days. According to Fightful Select, WWE chose to bring only a select group of talent for the tour, leaving many others behind. Most of those not included in the tour won't appear on TV at all during this period, though some have pre-recorded videos and vignettes that will air on upcoming shows. The report didn't name the stars left out, but the next few episodes of WWE programming should make it clear who made the trip and who stayed home. The European tour has become a major highlight for WWE, often happening once or twice a year, and this one is building momentum for Clash in Paris. Triple H faces a high-stakes moment with the event, as it's WWE's final show on Peacock before transitioning to ESPN next month, starting with WrestlePalooza. With major matches like John Cena defending his title and a fatal four-way for the World Heavyweight Championship, WWE aims to close out its Peacock era with a bang. Questions linger about whether big names like Brock Lesnar are among those chosen for the tour, and fans will be watching closely to see how it all unfolds at Clash in Paris. Triple H is making a massive mistake by pushing a top star. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H seems to be gearing up to elevate Sami Zayn, a 41-year-old star who's been dropping hints about chasing a championship. Zayn's popularity with fans is undeniable, but inside sources think this move could be a misstep. On the latest Writing with Russo episode, sources expressed their doubts about Zayn's in-ring work and criticized WWE's creative team for the lack of fresh storylines, calling the current product repetitive. 41 years old and we're gonna strap a rocket on him. Sami Zayn. This is just like you say, Chris. It's so monotonous, because it's the same people and the same matches. There's no stories. You know, if there were stories, you could make things interesting. But with no stories, these people just keep having matches with each other, sources said. On Sportskeeda's Legion of Raw, sources doubled down, arguing that Zayn as a champion wouldn't feel credible and could push them away from WWE altogether. I'm going to say this right now. If that belt goes on Sami Zayn before January 24th, that is the night I am done watching wrestling. Because if you're going to put the belt on him, and you want me to believe that, it's over, bro. It's game over. It's done. And he's going to say it enough. So subconsciously, it's going to be in Triple H's head. He's going to say it enough where it's going to happen. I'm telling you, they said. With Zayn's championship aspirations gaining traction, it remains to be seen if Triple H's push will pay off or backfire as sources predict.